What is up, everybody? It is Trash Panda here, and today we're going to be playing TCG Card Shop Simulator. So I played this game before, and we've just got some new updates. So we are going to go ahead and start a new game. And some of the new updates include stuff like graded cards. Obviously, there's you know trading card game accessories like dice, playmats, card decks, stuff like that that you can sell. If you're not familiar with it, it's sort of similar to games like Supermarket Simulator and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and load into a new game and get started from day one. All right, and here we are. So this is our card shop. So I quit my day job to open my own card game store. This is it. Time to get down to business. All right, so we're going to name our shop uh, Trash Panda Gaming Cards. Uh, Open phone and stock up. And like I said, it has been a while since I played this, so it took me a minute to get used to the key bindings here. So let's see. So we've got a shelf, so we need to order stock. Uh, yep, so everything is kind of locked under or behind the progress of your shop level. So you increase your shop level, as best I remember, by you can increase it by you physically opening cards, but primarily by doing transactions with customers. So we've got $1,000, so let's go ahead and buy 10 boxes of that. All right, and then so it is R to open, and then place our cards. And we will keep just a few of these boxes in case we want to move stuff around once we get another shelf. And okay, yep. All right, so we can do these 3 high, so we can put out 6 boxes. So yeah, if we decide to move stuff around, you will need some extra boxes. I don't think they've added like an internal inventory box. So like in Supermarket Simulator, you can basically buy a generic box that is in your inventory, and from there you can unload a shelf, put the box down on the ground, and move stuff to different shelves, reorder it, whatever you need to do. So we're going to get these shelves filled up. I guess I could actually go ahead and set my price. So let's do 20% over market. Uh, Actually, let's do 325 so we don't have to deal with pennies. Go ahead and get the shop open. And as you can see, you just have to put a price on one type of item and it'll automatically price all of the items on the shelf for you. How do I place a box? Q. There we go. Just get these inside. Okay, and you can read the text that populates above their head to kind of get a good gauge of if you're charging too much, too little, and then adjust your prices accordingly. So I think I might bump up the price a little bit. I think I only bought 2, so. And so I know in the past, when this game was a little bit newer, people had debated, is it best to just have, one single slot devoted to this type of card. So in this scenario, you know, we've got one shelf, so they will come and they will kind of, they're programmed to look at each individual slot, and it's basically uh, a percentage chance that they'll take something from the next slot, and then also a percentage chance that they'll continue to shop. And it's also kind of based on their preset budget when they spawn into the world as well. Obviously, this guy's only getting one, so. Uh, 10, 25. Let's see, are either of those open? No. And as you kind of progress, similar to a lot of these simulator games, you can go ahead. It was this one. Okay, that still has cards in it as well. You can hire staff that will keep your stock shelves, that'll run the cash register and do stuff like that for you. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and kind of speed run through this first day. I'll do that off camera. And then we'll check back in towards the end of the day. Okay, so that guy said it is a little pricey. That's the first comment that I've seen about it being too pricey though. And he still bought quite a few. So I might bump it up about 25 cents and see what that does for us. Let's do 350. That's a little less than $1 over market price. Okay, so he's fine with 350. Only bought two though. And obviously, as your shop level increases, you unlock additional things, and then it will increase the expectations. Might want to drop that then, huh? Let's go back to 325. It will increase the expectations of your customers. So if there's items that are available, they might come into the shop looking for it, and you don't have any of that item. What is, I want to sell this card. How much can I get for it? Okay, market price is 10. You're asking 750. Would you take 7? How do I, so if I do that, okay, fair enough. That is something I don't remember if I've played since that update. I did know that it was a thing though. You can, I don't know if they do trades, but you can also open packs, sell individual cards, and then he just said it was a little expensive. So I think about 325 for this set is going to be about the sweet spot. 5, 6, 7, 50. So you can open the cards and it'll kind of put it in your internal binder. And you can just keep the cards if you want to hang on to them. If you want to list them for sale later on, you can do that. And then obviously also you can purchase cards. Card pricing for individuals will change similar to, you know, typical trading card market conditions. A new set comes out, the price will spike and then it'll drop down a little bit and start to gradually climb back up. So, all right, so we're gonna just speed run through the rest of the day and then I'll check back in. All right, guys, so that is the end of day one. So as you can see, we did end up, I just purchased another shelf to allow me to kind of throw some additional stock out. And obviously, like I said, they will kind of go to each section and it's not every customer, but depending on the roles that they get kind of set up on the programming side, they will go through and continue to shop until they've either hit their budget for the day. So if I would have started with just one single project in this one section, they would have finished shopping at this section. If they hit a roll to move on to another section, the rest of the shop would have been empty, so they would have just checked out. Again, that's my understanding and kind of based on my experience and what I've seen a lot of other people do in the past, and it's worked for me in the past as well. So, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, we do have a quest to grab some card packs on the shelf and open them. So we're going to go ahead and, all right, so we've got to hold, oh, there we go. So I think what, 6 is what we can hold. So we're going to go ahead and open these packs and see what we've got here. And you can see, so it says yes, new. I haven't opened any cards. I've purchased about 3 different cards today. And as you go, kind of progress, you can go into the settings and automate this so it goes through a lot quicker. Obviously, we will want to do that. As we open more cards, we'll start getting a lot more duplicates. Okay. Nice, nice. And there are several sets. I can't remember how many in total, but I know they've added additional sets since the last time I played. And then you can have similar to like hidden rare and obviously the different range of holographic and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different cool art you can get in this game. So it's kind of fun to go through and see what you get. I think I think that one, the Batarang, is the highest card that I have. I did purchase a few, but I think the most expensive one was about $5, $6. So this should be our last pack, and then we'll go ahead and close up shop for the day. Alright, so as you can see, that was $10 worth of cards that we got from a pack, which I would have sold for $3.25, but realistically, I paid $1.67 for the pack. So, I feel like, as best I remember, uh, it's good to sell loose cards like that at the beginning, but then it gets to the point where you're not going to want to price and label and put on the shelf cards that are, starting out. If they're under $1 or $2, it's not kind of worth the time that you're putting into it. And then as your shop gets bigger and you can expand, so you can expand deeper this way and further this way, open up this stock room back here. So this will open up for you. And the bigger you get, you're not going to bother even selling those low-end cards. You'll just put them in a bulk box and then sell them as like a box of, I think it's a box of 100 is what they sell for. So we'll go ahead and go into the next day, and this will give you the breakdown of our customer count. The 3 dissatisfied, that was when I bumped the price up to $3.50. And obviously we quickly adjusted that back down to $3.25. So shop experience gained and items sold. Let's see. So we made $619. We spent, obviously, so the $200 was the upgrade for the additional shelf and supply cost. Did we spend that much on cards? I didn't think so. Thought I bought a total of 20 boxes. I guess about 32 boxes. Okay. So yeah, so we'll go on into the next day. And so let's see, we've got 300 bucks, but I can't purchase a new license yet. I mean, I could purchase, so this 150 is to purchase the license to be able to sell this product. Uh, then I've got to buy it, which I think those come in a box of four. Yeah. So it'll be four of these kind of ETB style uh, boxes. And I don't think I'd still be able to. Oh, they're only 60. Okay. So then, yeah, math. I think we'll wait to do that though. We'll go ahead and open up and go ahead and replenish these that I opened. He only purchased one pack? Really, my guy? Come on. Okay, he bought three. Trying to shortchange my guy here. And as you can see, with dealing with a bunch of customers, especially with me on the register, is why I don't really want to deal with, having these priced at $3.12. Then I've got to deal with pennies as well, and it gets kind of time consuming. Uh, I mean, it would be great if I could just say, hey, card only. But I feel like that would be putting it too much on easy mode. So it is funny. I was in London recently for a friend of mine. He was getting married, so I went there, and I've been there before, but just recently it seems like pretty much all over the UK, they've really gotten away from taking cash at a bunch of places, so it's card only. So it was just kind of different to see that. $1. There you go. So what I'll end up doing is probably move some of the loose packs off of this shelf and put some of those ETBs up there. Let's see. So did I add those to cart? I guess not. Kind of want to get four boxes because one box is one shelf slot. Typically, I put the ETBs on the bottom here. Did I mean to do that? All right, that's stocked up. Oh, I didn't even see you there because you only purchased two packs. That's why. $175. Little pricey. Okay. And so the pricing in a market obviously does fluctuate day to day. So you will want to kind of recheck market pricing and adjust your prices from time to time, especially when you're kind of starting out. I'm only $1.50 over market price though. I mean, that's not bad. We'll just set it for 3 and kind of see how that does. And also, so kind of going through the menu here on my phone, there is a review section, which has always been there, but the last time I did play a lot, it wasn't really implemented. So currently we have 4.8 stars. So this one was today, but all the rest of these reviews were yesterday. So my understanding is this does kind of affect the quality of customer that you'll have coming in. So we want to make sure that they're happy. And we got our first stinker. Unfortunately, I don't have, well, I'll have to check and see if I can purchase air freshener. Because this guy will run customers out of the store and they'll leave bad reviews. So is it under stock order accessories? It's 150, man. Uh, that really stinks. Haha, yeah. Uh, it sucks that it's that expensive. Could they not add those to cart? So let's go ahead and get 4 of those. And then let's get these inside. I don't really like doing stock changes in the middle of the day because I feel like I run the risk of losing some business if they go to that shelf and there's nothing up there yet. And also you've got to be quick if there's somebody standing looking at the product as you put it on the shelf. I think they might have fixed this, but if you don't have a price on it, then basically they can purchase it either at market price or purchase it for the cost that you paid for it. So then at that point, you know, you're just losing money. All right, this is what I like to see. So I'd like to think that her purchasing those is in relation to us lowering the price. All right, so market. Yeah, we'll start with that. Let's just do 26. All right, so we got some takers. Oh, I thought this guy purchased 2 boxes. Maybe that's the other guy. $2. So he should have 2 ETBs. Very nice. Ah, and your bank card. Love it. So let's do this. Oh, that's okay. I didn't realize I opened 2 of those. So we want to pull off these, put more ETBs out. And no, I typically do not leave my store this dirty, but nice, perfect change. Uh, in the sense of it's day 2, then it's a lot of kind of back and forth, making sure you fairly price. Okay, good. Making sure you keep the shelves stocked and run the register. In the past, I think you can. Oh, very nice. I think you can usually leave them lined up at the cash register for as long as you want, and I guess they don't really get mad, or I don't know if that's been changed though. So I don't want to test that quite yet. All right, so obviously the ETBs are already paying for themselves, so we're getting some good profit off of that. We are still a ways away from getting a stocker though. I have to purchase some more cards. All right, 54. Oh, I wish you were buying that much product. Yeah, so if you notice, the next task that we've got is to purchase a play table. So that's so they can come in and then you can have customers trade cards with each other. They'll play tournaments. You can set the price on the tournaments. You do make some money doing that. However, in my testing, and again, they may have rebalanced this, uh, it seems like you make less money overall the more tables you have. I think there is a set number of people that'll spawn into the world at any given time. So with that being said, if I've got, 10 customers in the back room over here playing a tournament, that's 10 people that cannot spawn in and purchase, you know, $50, $100 worth of product. So even though those people are paying per hour that they're sitting there, I feel like it's the smart move to really limit how many tables you have. What was this? Okay, this is ETBs. We can't put those out quite yet. So we'll be able to make it to the end of the day without really needing to purchase any more cards, which is nice. We won't be able to hit 1,000 by the end of the day though. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of run through to the end of the day and then we'll be back. All right, so it is the end of the day. We've got no more customers walking around. I was hoping I would have one more person come in so we could hit the $1,000 mark, but we just missed it. But yeah, I mean, we did pretty good. We've sold out of all of the back stock, and this is all we got left. So we'll definitely need to place another order today. Well, tomorrow. And I did want to kind of go through some of the stuff we've unlocked now that we're at level 5. So as far as cards, you can buy the basic card pack. This is basically a larger box. So I'm pretty sure that obviously it will make sense that your unit price is going to be less. However, you're paying $50 for it. You're buying twice as much product at one time. Right now, as low as we are on funds, I don't think that is the best option. We did unlock the rare card pack, which will sell for more. Uh, that's $300 though. So that's all we've unlocked so far. I think we'll wait. So this unlocks at 9. Let's see. Yeah, so these are all the kind of cards that they've got. Trying to see if I notice anything new. I think actually all of these have been here since the last time I played. So obviously there's multiple kind of different, I guess, series uh, to the packs that you can purchase and stock. And accessories, so we can buy uh, the cleaner, which is basically just the air freshener. Card sleeves are actually pretty cheap. They typically sell, you know, decently. These are just branded card sleeves, and then you get into stuff like dice, which do sell good. Obviously, certain colors sell better than others, but typically when I purchase those, I like to have all of those available. 14. Okay, so we're a ways away from that. And then figurines, so you start with just kind of plushies, and then you get into more actual figurines, and it's just the different characters based on the cards. Uh, can't remember what this is. Yeah, so that is kind of everything that we have set coming up to unlock. Let's go. So my DIY is basically our store fixtures. So the play table is what it wants me to purchase next at $200. Let's see. So the card table, this is where I can sell individual cards. The small card display, that as I remember is just a display. So you can put your higher end cards there that you do not plan on selling. This is what we're going to want to get as soon as we start getting a bunch of foot traffic in. This will spray down the customers as they walk through the door if they are stinky customers. Another checkout counter, pack opener machine. So that's definitely new. Interesting. Okay, so they've got different style play tables now, a large pack opener. Okay, so they've definitely added some new stuff there. What else do we have? So this is just unlocking other parts of the store. So the manage event, so standard $7 an hour, and that costs us nothing. Okay, so once we purchase a play table, this is going to be the first event that we're going to run. So obviously, like I said, they're only paying us $7 an hour, but typically they will come into the store and have some purchases. Increased rarity pack and card price might increase. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the next day. See what we got here. Okay, so today we did profit $700, so that's good. So I think what we're going to do is, I already got a stinky guy waiting to come in. I think they'll wait there until, maybe not, okay. So let's buy 5 of these, buy 2 of these. So if I get into this, I got to purchase the license, purchase more shelf space. So 1, 2, 3, 6. So I could buy another one of these and put everything out there. I think that's what I'll do. So that's 300. I don't think I'm going to be able to get everything. We'll go ahead and purchase that. That's okay. So I want to make sure, and I feel like I needed the cleaner first because I have stinky people walking in. That's going to put us down to 550, and then we actually have to purchase it. So that's probably like $50 for a box. I don't think we'll be able to unlock all of this at once. Yeah, it's 70. Okay. So let's go ahead and purchase that. And then let's put you, nope. Q, how do I rotate? All right, let's put you right there. Where's the cleaner? There we go. So market, just do 16 bucks. So what I'll do is I'll put some product. I'll just kind of make sure this is good and taken care of. And then I'll put some product on this other shelf to make sure that we've got full shelves until I can buy the dice and the card sleeves, and then we'll use that. So I need to put some on that top corner. I don't like having too low of a stock because if they kind of get sent to that particular shelf and then they're supposed to purchase a lot, then they won't be able to. So we want them to be able to purchase as much as they can. All right, so let's go ahead and open up shop. Okay, so that's all he's buying. And typically what I do is I'll come out here and see if I got any stinky people that are coming up, and then I'll grab a can of spray and I can spray them like that. So we're going to cancel that and then just put that back. Let's go ahead and put those out. So I can get the card sleeves, put those up here. So that'll be 50 to unlock the license. I know those boxes are on the cheaper side. I think they're like $25 for a box. So that'll drop me down to $100. Need to also purchase some ETBs because those are getting low. I don't like not having any additional stock left over. Guess she's got a stinky boyfriend at home she needs to spray. Here we go. Here's a stinker. So there we go. And then you just spray them until they're nice and sparkly clean. And then you put it back on the shelf for somebody else to buy. We are just doing quality control testing on the product. We're not using it and then selling it. So yeah, you want 341, market price is 284. I'll give you, I know he's not going to buy or sell it for this, but I'll offer you 250. Nah, no thanks, bro. All right, so we're doing okay with cards. Do I want to buy another box of ETBs? I mean, we're down to 3 sprays. That's pretty good. And they buy those. That's 78. We'll add that to cart. We'll buy that. Add 2 of those to cart, and then we'll purchase that. Now there is a delivery fee for product like this. However, I mean, you don't want to wait until the point where you're running out of product and then you're losing sales. So it's kind of a fine line to walk between hey, I'm paying a additional delivery fee every time I make orders in the middle of the day. So best case scenario, you have enough stock on hand to last you through the day and you place 1 order a day. So that's like just kind of max minning everything. Let's open this up and stock that up. So if I grab this and just empty this, no, so we do this and then we just replace it. And then we set our price. Let's do 250 is a good price. Just loose these, okay. He's gonna want to sell me a card. So let's see what does he want? Whoa. I wish. Hang out and we'll see. Well, no, I don't even have 10 bucks. I don't even have a card table to sell loose cards, so there's no way I can buy that. Sorry, my guy. I appreciate the offer, though. It's a nice card. So you can also, oh, that's empty now. You can also get graded cards now. Uh, I'm, I'd have to look more into it, but I think like we can open our own cards and send them out for grading, and then get them back and then sell them. So obviously we would pay for the grading, but then the price in selling the graded card is again just additional profit on top of us pooling the card. Obviously, kind of like in real life, you pull a card, send it out for grading. I don't know kind of the mechanics of, uh, okay, what are the odds of me sending cards out and getting a grade that's going to decrease versus just selling at a raw price. So you're just not buying anything. You want to sell a card. Would you do 11? Okay. Well, I was going to say, why are you just standing there? Start at 311. I think maybe go ahead and put in 2 and just leave those in the cart for now. See how the day progresses. And then obviously do 4 of those because we don't have any back stock. We haven't sold any card sleeves yet, which is kind of surprising. All right, let's see how many card sleeves he's on. Yeah, that's what I like. Perfect change as well. So if we go here, yes, I mean, we've got so much in our shopping cart where, I mean, I could unlock the license for 1 set of die, but I wouldn't even really be able to purchase a box of it. So we need to get some more sales. Man, the ETBs really fell off. I wonder if, let's do 23. We're still above, what do you got? You're asking, I'll give you 75 cents for it. And again, I don't want to buy too many cards before I have a card table to sell them at, because if the market goes down, then, I'm just losing money. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So you're asking, do 145. Yeah, so we're paying $12 every time we place an individual order. So we want to get as much on an order as we can. I think at this point I can order, let's unlock the red. Ooh, I did not realize it was that expensive. Now, some people I've seen, I can't remember if I tested this. I'm sure I probably have. But basically, once they get to the point where they can sell the ETBs, that's all they sell. I mean, that's not as fun. Obviously, it's not as realistic. And I think now with the review system, that can hurt you because people come in looking for loose cards. They'll be looking for stuff like that. Well, not necessarily loose cards, but loose packs. And then they'll leave you bad feedback. So then that affects, the next customer that kind of comes into the shop. All right. And then, okay, so I didn't realize I bought 2 boxes of those. Man, nobody's buying those ETBs right now. What's up with that? Let's see. No, because I've got this open box. So we'll top that off. Put that right there. What's up with the market price on this? I mean, I feel like that's good. I haven't seen anybody complain about the pricing. Maybe just nobody's been triggered to, so they also come with like a shopping list of things that they will be looking for. So maybe the fact that I'm just not getting anybody today looking for it that hasn't already purchased it today. Why did she come in and not buy? Okay. Cancel and then put it back. Okay, so I think he bought an ETB. He did not, but he said it was a fair price. Let's see. 36, you're asking 33. Would you take 29? Okay. And what are you doing now? Are you going to purchase something? Please? Purchase some ETBs, my guy. All right. I don't like to close up exactly at 9 o'clock because you'll still have people that kind of spawned in. So like this guy, he had spawned in and he was walking this way, but then he turned around. Uh, Typically they'll go ahead and walk into the shop even if it's after 9 o'clock as long as you're still open. So I typically leave the open sign on and then I'll kind of clean up and do whatever I've got left to do for the rest of the evening. So that way, if they've spawned in, they have a chance to purchase. Let's see. So I can move some stuff around. Can I make any more orders today? I think so. So these are buy that and then buy that. Do I have enough? Man. Okay, so we'll wait until tomorrow to buy that. All right, that's what I like to see. People waiting patiently in line. Fair price, not a bad price. Well, buy some ETBs, guys. Come on. All right, at least now I can place my order. Yep. Take one of those back. This is my guy right here. Perfect change as well. So we will go ahead and place that order. And that'll give us our dice. market. I think I can get 18. Typically, these dice, man, people love these things. So I want to try that and see how it goes. And then take these cards, make sure. There we go. $12. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Perfect change. Thank you. So we need to put out the rest of these. Go ahead and open this box up. ATVs still aren't selling. So my average says 15. Let's go 22. Kind of want to push them into making a purchase because the price is so good. I don't want to go below market though. I may have to start moving some product. Okay. Not a bad price, really. Okay, so it's still doing okay on those. All right, we're just going to go ahead and kind of speed run to the rest of the day here, and then we'll check back in. All right, guys, so it is the end of day 5. I have obviously cleaned up our stash of boxes. These are just some extra empty boxes that I've got here. I got, I think, 10 and 5. So that way, if I decide to move some stuff around on the shelves, I've got extra empty boxes to do so. The shelves are pretty good and stocked. We're just over $1,000 to end the day. And yeah, so I haven't unlocked any additional license or anything. So next episode, we are going to go ahead, get the rest of the dice. Let's take a look at what we can order. So we're going to get the rest of the dice so that way we have the complete 4 options that are available to us. We're not quite level 9 yet. So we could go into the plushie market, but I mean, obviously that's an expensive license to purchase. And so once we hit level 9, I think the next purchase that will be getting will be the rare card pack and the ETBs. So that's what we got coming up. I want to go ahead and obviously this needs adjustment. That needs to be pushed up against the wall. So I'm just going to do some kind of housekeeping off camera between. I might just do it in between sessions for next episode. But yeah, so we're going to call it a day. Let's see what we ended everything with for day 5. So we did have 4 dissatisfied customers. I did not notice what they were dissatisfied about. I did drop the prices on quite a few things. The cleaner spray, I think that was a little bit high, so I dropped that down. I dropped the ETBs down to 20, and those seem to be selling pretty good at that price. I dropped the dice down to, I believe, $16. We had it at about $18.50, and now people are buying multiples of those. So I think that definitely helped us out. End of the day with a $350 profit, so not bad for day 5. So yeah, we're going to call it here. Please like and subscribe if you guys have not already. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any tips or tricks on some of the best ways to boost profit and increase our experience gained, obviously we're going to be looking at purchasing a card table to sell individuals so we can open more packs, which should also help increase our experience during each day. But yeah, until next time, you guys have a good one. If you had as much fun watching this as I did playing, consider tossing a little something in my Ko-Fi jar. You can grab a coffee to give a one-time boost, or even become a Trash Panda partner or a Trash Panda looter for reoccurring support and to join our crew. Thanks for your support and for being part of the Trash Panda family.